This is the secret to get $5,000 graphic design clients that most designers never figure out. We're going to show you exactly how to attract clients who see design as an investment, not an expense. Clients who will gladly pay $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 for brand identity project without questioning your rates. Unfortunately, most designers will continue to undercharge for their work and never attract these high-paying clients and get stuck in the pixel-pushing relationship that is low-paying clients.
But after successfully running our own design businesses for multiple years and helping hundreds of designers develop the art of attracting 5-figure clients, we know exactly how to position yourself to consistently attract $5,000 plus design clients. And in this video, we're going to reveal the exact strategies that have transformed our students' businesses, like Melissa, who went from creating logos for $25 to booking an $11,000 design client. So if you want to finally escape the race to the bottom and start attracting clients who really value your expertise and pay premium rates, watch this video until the end because we're giving you the complete framework that will change how you think about your design business forever. So let's get into it. Premium prices require premium perception. Just think about t-shirts. There are some out there for $25 and there are some out there for $250. The brand, the experience, their messaging, it all feels totally different based on who they're targeting and the people that they want to attract. The high-end brands have a high-end perception and the lower budget brands have a lower budget perception. This same concept applies to your design business. High-ticket clients buy based on how something feels. If they feel like you are going to give them an elevated experience, you're going to transform their business, you're going to get them better results, and they feel confident in what you have to offer, they're going to be way more likely to book you at a premium rate and trust you with that investment. And this entire experience that high-ticket clients are looking for, it starts the moment they hop on your website and fill out an inquiry form. It's the process and the feelings they have during a call with you. It's the clarity that you provide or don't provide for that matter. It's all about how they're interacting with you and your brand. So every touch point needs to feel elevated. It needs to feel premium. So let's start with your social media. It needs to feel like you're an expert. It needs to feel professional. People should be able to easily identify what you do and who you offer it for after landing on your profile. You don't want to be attracting people who want $10 logos. You want to be attracting people who are ready for a big branding investment. And so your profile needs to feel like you're a designer who is not going to be cheap. You're a designer who has a structured process, who designs with strategy, and is the ideal solution for a client. Now, this doesn't mean that your profile should only have photos of you in an office in a business suit. It doesn't mean that you can't show up as yourself with your personality. I post videos wearing pajamas on my Instagram. That doesn't mean that I'm not a premium designer. So your positioning doesn't mean that you have to be boring, but it does mean that you have to easily be able to communicate who you are, what you have to offer, and who you are here to support. And most of all, how you support them. Every designer is passionate about what they do and passionate about helping others build a brand. So what sets you apart? How are you different? How are you speaking to your dream clients in a way that effectively communicates and resonates with them more than the next designer they're going to find on Instagram? For me, as a designer who targets clients based on personality type, using words like unapologetic and bold and bringing that energy to my content is really how I attract the types of female founders I love working with.
These are some reasons that your logo might have actually been a waste of money. And I keep seeing business owners doing these same mistakes, so let's get into it. Starting out with the fact that it says more about your personal preferences than what your brand actually stands for. You picked the colors you liked, you picked a font that felt cute, and you added a cupcake because you love cupcakes. But you're a law firm. What about that says law firm? What about that is going to attract your ideal clients?
It's also really important to show client results, show before and afters, show that your client increased their revenue after working with you. Share the transformation that previous clients have had that your potential clients are also going to want to have.
If you're for everyone, you're for no one. When your messaging is vague and it doesn't call out exactly who you're looking for, you're going to attract vague inquiries. A strong niche doesn't trap you, It actually reflects your experience. Now, when you are selecting your ideal client avatar, you want to make sure that it's people that you actually enjoy working with. You can niche down by a lot of different ways. You can niche by design style, personality of the client, or even industry. Now, for me, I love working with beauty-based business owners because I have a background in that. My mom, my stepmom, my stepsister, and my best friend all own their own salon. I know exactly what these women need to feel supported in their businesses. And I know how their industry works. And so when I talk to these clients, they don't have to explain their industry to me. They feel comfortable with me because I know the different type of extensions they use. I do my homework on this, so I already speak the language of their industry. When your brand speaks to the ideal client, you become the obvious choice. You don't need more inquiries, you just need better qualified ones.
Clarity means confidence for you and your clients. Almost everyone hates uncertainty. Clients like knowing what to expect. Just take your everyday online shopping as an example. If you order something you're really excited about, you look for that estimated delivery date. And then if it's on the way, you will literally go and track the package to see where it's at because you like knowing what to expect. You like knowing when the package is going to get there. Or when you book a flight, when are you going to board the plane? What gate is it going to be at? How far are you going to have to walk to your connecting flight? All of those things are all about clarity and knowing what to expect. The same goes for your clients. So in order to book a $5,000 design project, you have to be really clear about what the client's going to get and what the experience is going to be like. Otherwise, they're not going to feel safe investing $5,000. And one of the best ways to provide clarity to potential clients is during a sales call. If you can nail your sales call and communicate effectively, the client is going to probably book with you. By the end of every sales call I have with potential clients, I never have anybody ask me, well, how many revisions do I get? Or what is the process going to be like? Because I already dive into that during that call. I already know what they want to know and can anticipate their questions so that they're already being answered and feel really sure and clear about what to expect at the end when I finally give them a quote. It's also important to have clear offerings. If you're offering 6 different things, you're doing social media management, one-off graphics, business cards, single logo designs, full brand identity and strategy, website design, template customization, and you have all of these different service offerings, it's going to confuse the client, it's going to cause overwhelm, and they're going to go to the next designer who has a simplified, clear service offering. So don't overcomplicate things. Make it straightforward, specialize in a few very direct service offerings that connect with your dream clients, that you know the people you want to work with need. A big thing that determines confidence is also how you talk about money. So if you get on the call and you're really uneasy about the topic of money and you avoid saying a quote and you don't even send the client an actual proposal with a number until after the call, you're probably losing out on that sale or potentially losing out on more income. Because as soon as the client gets off the call, you're missing the opportunity to overcome objections. And so you have to get comfortable talking about money, saying the quote on the call with confidence and feeling good about it. I have spoken to so many designers that have booked $2,000 projects, $3,000 projects, and they could have been a $5,000 project had they just said $5,000 instead of the number they decided to provide. And I know this because a lot of my students tell me, oh yeah, I booked a $2,000 project and they said yes like it was nothing. And that's because they actually left money on the table because that client was ready to invest more if they needed. It's just that the designer didn't say $5,000, so they did not get that money.
I want you to stop treating your services like a simple transaction. When someone hands you $5,000, they're paying for the transformation that you're going to create for them. You're providing creative solutions for their problem. You need to make sure that you're guiding them and leading them with intention, clarity, and care. And not just making something pretty, but something that actually converts clients for them. That's why you need to understand their industry. It's a risk for them. They're betting on their next chapter. So you need to make sure that you create the best possible client experience. This will keep you and the client accountable on the timeline and make sure that you can create these results client after client. Make sure that you're communicating communicating the true value that you provide. Curated experiences require curated expectation. Your clients need to know what is required of them to have a very successful client-designer relationship. They want to follow your boundaries. They want to follow your rules, but you need to be clear in communicating those. Every single touch point of your client experience is a trust builder, so make sure you're treating it as such. Make sure that you're structuring your sales conversation around the transformation rather than features and deliverables. When they hear 5K, they might get a sticker shock, but if they can see the value and the investment in a brand identity and what it's going to do for their business, they're going to see it as an investment and not as paying for a service for some deliverables.
I also want to add that with all of this, yes, it is absolutely important to have design skills and be good at what you do and have a solid portfolio, but a lot of the designers that we speak to aren't booking $5,000 plus design clients because they haven't refined these things that we went over in today's video. It's not because they're lacking talent, it's because they aren't implementing all of these other strategies. So that is the secret to getting $5,000 plus design clients. It's not about being a more talented designer, it's about positioning yourself as a strategic partner for your dream clients. This video has given you the exact framework and strategies that our own students use to break through to premium pricing and start attracting high quality clients that value their expertise. But trying to implement all of these things alone can feel overwhelming and confusing, and you might have already tried to do some of the tips we recommended in this video. You might waste months trying to figure things out, trying this, trying that, and not having any concrete answers. You may have even already lost potential high-ticket clients during sales calls because you simply didn't know how to approach them with a structure. And all of these mistakes, all of these struggles and challenges can be avoided because the designers in our community who go from underpaid, overworked, and struggling to book clients make the transition to high-ticket clients through our community. They don't do it all alone. They get guidance from people who have already built six-figure design businesses, who have already been in their shoes. Earlier, I mentioned one of our students, Melissa, who used our signature framework we provide inside DPA University to transform her business and go from $25 logos to booking an $11,000 client. And this isn't the only success story. We have a ton more case studies to share with you if you want to see how other designers are using our framework to get these kind of results.
Our comprehensive program gives you our complete system for booking $10,000 projects, plus direct access to myself and Coach Kenzie. We've both been where you are, and we can guide you through every single step of the transformation. So if you're ready to stop competing on price and start attracting clients who actually see you as the premium designer, click the first link in the description to join the waitlist for DBA University. We'll even give you $500 off your enrollment as a thank you for registering early. Finally, make sure to like and subscribe if you found this video useful, and make sure to click here to watch our full course on how to make $10,000 a month as a brand identity designer, which covers even more aspects of setting up a design business that we did in this video. Thanks so much for watching.